Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tech and Beyond. I am your host, Peter Mary, here today, and I have with me today in the studio the Director of Cybersecurity and the Head of SAT, Dr. Mohammed Lawan. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you too. Okay, so today we'll be talking about Nitda's computer emergency response team, and we'll be focusing specifically on cybersecurity, actually. And we want to talk about how cybersecurity is helping shape Nigeria's digital landscape and what they do, how they protect us, and how we as an individual can stay safe online. I know that we can assume that everybody knows what cybersecurity is. We could think that is a common topic that everybody know about, but we'll be surprised that there are a lot of people who don't even know what cybersecurity is. So we'd like you to just briefly just tell us what cybersecurity is, what computer emergency response and readiness team is all about.
Okay, thank you. Cybersecurity actually is a broad aspect of technology and how to defend technological like transformation.
Yeah.
You know, like in Nigeria now, we are digitally transforming all our activities. So cybersecurity is the aspect of that digital transformation by safeguarding the digital infrastructure that we have in the country. So, but that the SAT or Computer Emergency Response Team is like a subset of the cybersecurity. It's one of the functions of the cybersecurity. It's a dedicated team. Sometimes it's called Computer Incident Response Team or Computer Emergency Response Team. So we have a dedicated team of experts with the right tools to do the kind of monitoring of our network space or cyber space, detecting any anomalies and providing preventive measures and advice to the public. As well as in the event of attack, we also provide a recovery process. So this team, so the cybersecurity department has several units. This is one of the units that we have in Nitda, dedicated for monitoring, detecting, protection, and providing recovery process.
So it's more or less like a way of protecting our personal informations, our softwares, both as individual, as agency.
I want to talk about personal information.
Okay.
This is more of an individual effort.
Okay.
But it's a way of monitoring the cyberspace, the total cyberspace. But we do awareness campaign program for people for personal data protection because the personal data belongs to you.
Yes.
And unless you expose it or disclose it to third party, nobody knows your personal data.
Yes.
So it was also the NDPC, Nigerian Data Protection Commission, and our NDPA, Nigerian Data Protection Act of 2023. There are some rules. Even if your data is kept with someone or some entities, there are some rules that data cannot be disclosed without your permission to any third party. Imagine like a medical record. I would not like my medical record to be exposed to public without my consent.
Exactly.
So that personal data, we believe, is part of the cybersecurity effort, but it's not part of what we do in SAT.
Okay.
Actually, it's a dedicated effort. Like in every agency, we are promoting to have a data policy, DPCO, Data Protection Officer or Compliance Officer. And then we have our Data Protection Commission. So the job of those Data Protection Compliance Officer is to ensure that we do not always comply with the Data Protection Act of 2023, Nigerian Data Protection Act of 2023. So that one is also part of security because your data can disclose something that someone can even attack or hijack some of your information on the cyberspace.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. When I was talking about individuals, because when you talk about cybersecurity, we don't want it to only based on maybe like agency or for companies or something. We also want a case where individuals as well can know how to safeguard their personal informations. We have series of attacks, series of cyber attacks and crimes nowadays, and a lot of people are not aware on how to prevent themselves from being victim of all these things. Yes.
Okay. So, in that respect, yes, the SAT, the Computer Emergency Response Team, also plays a role here.
Okay.
We do a different kind of awareness campaign program.
All right.
Like in October month, it's a global national month dedicated for cybersecurity awareness.
Okay.
So we do like Safer Internet Day. We do Computer Security Day. So we have 3 different events that we do. It's an international event targeting awareness campaign program, because most of these breaches are coming because of human error. The mistake is coming from the data owner. You as a data owner, someone giving you official link, you link and you disclose or you supply the information that someone can use it to attack
without
you,
verifying.
without verifying whether this is from genuine source or from a scammers.
Yeah.
So that one is individual effort. So what we do is try to do awareness campaign, educating public, and we have several ways of doing this. Apart from these national and international activities, we also do a lot of campaign on our social media platform, like in Nitda. Also, we also do some campaign in schools. Like we have a campus cyber talk where we go to schools and educate and do some awareness campaign to parent, students, as well as the teachers of the schools. So, and we have different programs on radio, TV, as well as newspapers. So, apart from our magazines and our newsletter that we produce quarterly. So this awareness is a key when it comes to human error in detecting and protecting your own personal data. I think awareness is the key issue that we are lacking. It's not only in Nigeria. This is a global issue.
Yes, it is.
Let me focus on Nigerian issue. What we realize, because in our SAT, we have the statistic of what is happening, because we are providing prevention and protection process, we do the monitoring. So phishing is one of the recent attack on Nigerian cyberspace. That is, the most attack that we receive now in terms of in the data collection. So the reason most probably, and this phishing attack is attacking most of our critical infrastructure, not only personal data, like our health sector, our telecommunication sectors, our power, and so on. So, but the most targeted sector is the financial sectors.
Yes.
Maybe for financial gain, because in Nigeria, most probably our target is to get financial gain.
Yes.
And also ransomware in such a way that the attacker will demand some payment before they can release
your information
or your account. It's like they hack your account, like Facebook or Twitter account, and they request the money to be paid so that they can release it. So they can attack and then change the password.
Yes.
So you cannot have access to your platform or to the legitimate platform. So they demand money. It also happens to some other organizations. There are some cases where our SAT team went to recover some of these things from some. I don't want to disclose the name of the organization, but it happens even to the government organizations. So this phishing, and as I told you from the beginning, is mostly due to human error. So sometimes you receive a phishing link where you supply some personal data, and they use that information to hijack your system, and then they demand for ransom. And sometimes what they usually do is, like the agency we went to check, what we discovered is that the attackers encrypted, because ransomware sometimes is you encrypt the data. Is like a denial of service attack in such a way that you cannot have access to the data. So the data is still residing on the server, but it's encrypted. Encryption is a way of, like, actually you can access the data, but it doesn't have meaning. I don't know how to explain. Encryption is a way of interchanging the content, the characters, the text in a data, so that even if you receive it, you cannot read it. It's just like putting the text into a different language that you cannot understand, like in Chinese language.
Yes.
So they have the data, but it is meaningless because you retrieve the data, but you cannot do anything with the data. So the attacker has to give you the decryption key. With that decryption key, you can transform that cipher text into a plain text, a readable text. Now you have to pay for that
to get your information,
to get that key, to get the information back into the plain text, readable text. So, but we do not pay for any ransom. We manage to get, and that's why we are also in the awareness campaign program. We're encouraging agencies and MDAs to ensure they have a backup process. So we recover from the backup. We get the backup, and we isolated the infected servers, and then we recover the file from the backup. Even though we couldn't get 100% of what we lost, but still we managed to recover from the backup. So that's why that is really a serious issue nowadays, and this is distracting our aim. The the federal government effort of digital transformation in Nigeria. Because you cannot imagine if this happens to our maybe transportation sectors, our health sectors, it's going to be a serious issue.
Yes, that's true. And when you mention about this initiative and programs of awareness and being ongoing everywhere for people to have access to it, and you still see stories and people still falling victim of this, then you tend to wonder what is the problem? Why are people still falling for these things? There have been preventive measure put in place and all the necessary knowledge about it is there, but people keep falling victim of this. Is it because they don't understand it properly? Is it because it's out of negligence, or exactly what is the problem? Because I wonder why you will see a link sent to you, you're not verifying what that link is, you click on it, or you see where they cloned an email from probably an agency and all the time you claim it's because of maybe a desperation of something or greed or just negligence that's making people.
Two things from the way I see it, because I belong to many like WhatsApp group. I always give this kind of advice when I see any like scam messages, phishing scam messages, that please do not click, do not supply your data, like federal government palliatives, blah blah blah. So the issue is you keep saying it, you keep doing the awareness, but in the next 2-3 days you see another one also posting the same issue. It's like they are not reading. So, but most probably in the Nigerian context, maybe it's due to, I mean, I don't want to say poverty. Maybe people are eager or greedy to get money, easy money, and they don't know the impact of the attacks. Some they don't really care. They say, let me just give it a try.
Exactly.
If I get it, it's okay. If I didn't get it, it's okay. But they don't know the impact of that data that he gave to the scammers.
Exactly.
So still it's negligence, maybe greedy, and maybe sometimes lack of awareness too. Yes, people are just, they don't really want to read. You send a message about awareness campaign, you invite people, they don't really care. They don't read it. So these are the causes, I believe.
And I believe because these attackers are actually devising new means of attacking. It's as if as the technology is evolving, they are also evolving with it. The creation of AI now has brought both the good and also the bad. Because as you as human being using it for efficiency and for maybe to improve your work and livelihood, their attackers are also using it to also clone people.
Yes.
To scam people.
Yes.
So can you say that the creation of AI is doing like an harm or what? Because I know that AI has its good aspects, but as we've seen that these attackers are also using this means also to improve their work, as they put it.
But honestly speaking, the issue of AI is there is no going back.
Yes.
And everything is going to be transformed into AI, technology. Now, the reason is because most of the job are now going to be digital, and AI is really needed in every aspect of life. So it has both, as you say, the good part and the bad part. But the AI is designed for good. But the bad guys are using it for their own personal gain.
Yes.
Like, I give you an example, like, okay, let me give you an example of even an old traditional cyber attack, like denial of service attack. Now, we have distributed denial of service attack, where an attacker is like this, your system here. I attack it so that you cannot use it. I deny you to do the service of the attack, the system. So in distributed denial of service attack, is an attacker can compromise different devices to attack you at the same time. So it's going to be more sophisticated. Now with AI, imagine this was AI now. You see issues like fake, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Now people like this, our now discussion now, someone can even change me and put someone on my behalf, or someone is using our director general to so people cannot even differentiate between these kind of things. So fake video, even voice can be faked, and so on. So even AI phishing is automated now. So this is a serious issue. And for us to be defensive, we have to use a countermeasure that can be able to detect this kind of automated attack. So there are some AI cybersecurity tools also. So in order to be defensive, you have to also deploy AI cybersecurity tools. So they have the tools. So the attackers are using it for the bad, and you can use it for the good.
For me, I would say some people are, and the people actually are the ones that are causing most of these things. Why? Because I feel like when some things are overused, they become abused. Like for Nigerian instantly now, as a youth now, we all have social media accounts. And you see that because of this deep fake now, everybody's using it for so many things. You see them using AI to create animal that are probably running, or human beings that are looking gigantic. I scroll every day and I see this thing. Like, okay, this is not what it's supposed to be used for. I know we copy a lot about Western life and what they are doing, but at least I feel like we, the Nigerians, are overusing it sometimes, because when we are using these things for play and for joke and for just for content for play, we tend to lose the value of what we are actually using. And I think that's the reason why people still fall victim, because we've seen a lot of it, so they don't really like read too much meaning, because there's no seriousness in AI anymore. So we don't read too much seriousness into it, and that is why they fall victim all the time. Now, me, I'm now wondering now, these things, is it just only Nigerians that are facing it? I mean, it's a global thing.
It's a global issue, definitely.
Okay.
And not only that, the most dangerous part of it is they are using it for disinformation and misinformation.
Okay.
And this is very serious. It can cause even chaos in the country. Imagine a situation whereby someone say that these people are killed because of social issue. Or let me give an example, like in Nigerian context. They say, okay, Muslims are killed in Ibadan or in Enugu. And then people from Kano or Sokoto, they say, okay, let us also kill the
without
other,
even
without really.
confirming. Yes.
And they can use this AI sometimes, even event that is happening outside Nigeria.
Yes.
And that's why, like in Nitda, we do what we call a social media, sentiment analysis of social media content. So we are using AI tools to detect this kind of fake videos, where we have MOUs, most of these social media platform owners. So when we detect something is fake, we easily report to the platform owners for takedown. This is a serious issue, and we have a dedicated team also on this social media monitoring for disinformation and misinformation. So we do this, but sometimes if it is not something serious, we just leave it. It's just maybe for fun, or maybe try to get more followers.
True.
Yes.
So now what will you say is the advice you give to small agencies or even individual on how to safeguard their informations? Like, how can individuals and employees build stronger cyber awareness so that they can keep their personal information safe and be safe online as well?
Well, the main advice is for them to ensure that they're always, uh, I mean, like, okay, let me give examples what we do here in Nitda.
Okay.
We have our social media platforms.
Okay.
We need to have the people to follow our social media handles, so that if there's any advisory for something that is trending or something that is happening now that can cause cybersecurity threats, you can be able to know.
Yes.
So without visiting or subscribing to cybersecurity solution providers, it's going to be very difficult. So awareness is a key, and then ensure that. Okay, let me give a general maybe advice.
Yes.
First is maybe ensure that you have a strong password. You can follow the password policy of changing your password periodically. Ensure you use a multi-factor authentication process, and ensure that all your software are updated. And there are free tools that you can use to achieve this for smaller agencies or smaller businesses like SMEs. They can have there are some free tools that you can use to achieve this. For the stronger one, they can have, if they have the money to invest on stronger cybersecurity solution, then they have to do that.
Okay.
But we have to be following most of these cybersecurity organizations that give advisories on issues that is happening, current issue that is happening. So we need to be up to date. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. It's like if you have antivirus, if you don't update the virus signature, so a new virus going to be detected by the antivirus. Exactly. So it has to be up to date.
Exactly. And aside from doing all the putting a password and two-step verification, I think again people should learn how to back up most of their informations by their emails. Yes. I think it's a bit secure that way too.
Nowadays we have free cloud services where you
Yes.
can also keep your data there. You can access it anytime. That's why I told you, I gave you an example of what happens to one of the agencies in Nigeria, let me say MDA, on a ransomware attack. If not because of the backup they have, it's going to be very difficult to recover.
Exactly.
So backup is a key, really. You need to have a proper backup and up-to-date backup all the time. And you need to keep some of the data on the cloud in case if you lost your device, your phone number, your telephone, your laptop, if you have the data on the cloud, you can recover. So these are some of the things you need to do. You can use it as your backup process storage system.
Yes, in case you forget.
Okay, you forget or you lost, you can recover from that.
Yes, yes, that's true. And thank you so much, so much. And there you have it. You heard it from our guest, the Director of Cybersecurity and Head of SAT, Dr. Mohammed Lawan. Yes, thank you for the insightful knowledge about it. So we understand now that cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. It's not the government work. It's not only the government, it's a shared responsibility. Whatever step you take now will give you a better tomorrow. My name is Peter Mary Yetunde, and I will come your way next time.